Hey, what's up, everybody? We're going to be looking at the new 1.0 for SUPERVIVE. A lot of you have been requesting this, and you guys want my opinion for some reason on this thing. So we're going to talk about it. So we're going to start with the menu. Like it a lot. I think it's a lot more clean. It kind of reminds me of like the Valorant menu. It kind of makes sense because these guys are ex-Riot game devs. From what I remember when the game got released into early access. I think the missions are cool. That's like every game nowadays. They all have the missions. That's whatever. The event hub. This is what every game that has any association with Asia has. Let's see what else. The armory. See, this is the new stuff. This is where it gets a little mixed baggy. I'm not sure. So far, I haven't really spent too many of my points on here. I have like 2,000 left, so I guess I could spend some more. But I got these so far. I think a lot of it's obviously more crowd control, but you do get some where you get like bonus damage, bonus ability damage. It kind of reminds me of like League of Legends, kind of, where you pick up the items. The only thing that's weird is like once you get into the game, there's no way to upgrade these weapons, where in early access you could. So it kind of feels like an extraction shooter mixed with like League, which is really strange. I kind of like it. I kind of don't. Like, I like it, but I'm more worried about like, okay, once you get all the stuff you want, okay, well, in game, pretty much all you're getting is better armor, right? And I guess trying to like pick up a better relic. Like, I just don't know how fun that's going to be once you have this stuff upgraded, right? But maybe it is. I do kind of like it because it's like, okay, well, you get like a reward, right, for playing, because you get your primo gems, and then our primo gem, what are they fucking called? Prisma. I'm sorry, Prisma. It's such a weird name, but your Prisma, and then because there's so many games that like they have primo gems and freaking Genshin. What's that other game that has? There's primo. I swear there's another game that has a similar name to Prisma, whatever. Oh, they look like gems, but they're Prisma shards. Yeah, that's what he calls them, right? In the freaking intro thing. It's kind of cool that you collect these, and then kind of like an extraction shooter, there are little hubs, like the more forgiving extraction shooters, you can cash them in. Or if you make it out and you win, you get to keep them, right? And then you get to spend them. So I do think that's cool, because then you actually have like progression outside of just the BR kind of, or if you're playing arena, depending on what you guys are playing, right? Because I don't know. I honestly have only played arena like twice. I don't remember if you get Prisma gems from those, or Prisma shards, whatever. Because I'm gonna be honest, like unless you actually have like a competent team, oh my god, dude, Breach is like hell. Like, you'll just see people go AFK while you're playing and just get themselves beat to death because they don't want to play the game because they're losing. Oh yeah, and then we go back to the armory with the forge. This is kind of interesting, where this is where like the quote-unquote FOMO comes in. I don't really think it's more FOMO. It's kind of more like in Destiny 2, when you had to go to the guy and you had to see if he had the exotics you were looking for. If he doesn't have them, he doesn't have them, kind of thing. So maybe this is to like slow down people getting like, super OP stuff right away, or like, making it a little bit more random fun. I'm not sure. Obviously, you can save for these weekly specials and these daily specials instead of just buying the prismatic capsules. So, it's obviously, are you a gambler, or are you going to save and invest, that kind of thing, I guess. But I don't know. A lot of people seem like they don't like the new changes. The only thing that's really bugging me is I'm upset that they don't have like a duos, or like don't even have to have duos. If they just had solos, trios, and then maybe quads for Breach, and then had arena, that would be fine. Or maybe if they just added more modes. I don't know. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, then there's going to be the long queue times. The only mode in this thing that has a long queue time, that ever had a long queue time, in my opinion, besides like when night came in the early access, like then obviously at night, not as many people are playing. But that's just how an early access is going to be, right? But in the full game, it shouldn't be like that, including once they start opening this to other countries and everything. If it already isn't, I haven't been looking at that, so don't quote me on that. I'm sure it's open to China now with Wuhan. But all my point is arena is the only slow one. And I get it with Breach, maybe this three-man thing at the start until they start funneling in more players is a good idea. I just hope then eventually they open like a solos or duos thing, because I always feel like if I'm playing alone and like I'm not playing with my friends or my siblings, you guys know I play with them too, it's like, okay, well now I'm in here and now my teammates, while I'm opening the door for the vault that we all landed on, they're right behind me. Woo, I'm gonna leave now. Oh, well, great. Now I just got jumped by 3 people while I was hacking. Or, oh, we go to a vault. There's a team coming. We're the same level and they don't have any gear. Let's run the other way while you try to fight them, because why would we not fight them and get the vault with the gold shields? Why are we letting them get that? Like, it's just stuff like that that pisses me off. Or it's like you're playing and then your teammates are going separate ways. You follow one of them and then the other guy's doing jack all. At the end of the game, he has 0 damage, 0 this, 0 that, and maybe like 200 healing or something, right? It's like, what were you doing all game, sir? So I don't know. That's what annoys me. I do like the tutorial rewards. Every game does this nowadays, but I still like it because, it gets people to learn the fucking game instead of being idiots. And I'm not saying everyone should be a rank pro or anything. Like, look at me. I barely have played ranked. But I'm just saying, like, obviously I'm probably going to play it more now just because, like, I was just playing the game to play the game. I wasn't like, oh, let me go play ranked. Plus, ranked queues are a little tiny bit longer. So, yeah. I like the new character, Wukong, a lot. As you can see, I got the little skin with some of my leftover coins and stuff, so I'm really liking him. He's been really fun. A lot of people, I'm gonna make a separate video on Wukong. I don't really think he's broken. I just think a lot of people bum rush him, and that's kind of the worst thing to do against this character. You kind of want to just outrange him and kite him and stuff like that, and you win pretty much every fight. But honestly, don't get me wrong, he is a tricky opponent. That's why he's called the agile staff-wielding trickster. So, it fits the name. Like, the worst person to go against, for Wukong to go against is Eva, bro. Eva will suck the soul out of Wukong's little fucking monkey dick and he's dead. It sucks. But yeah, and then of course they have the Hero's Journey, which was in the original early access. I think that's cool. Like, that used to be really the only progression you have. I feel like with this new Prisma progression, even if they add other stuff or maybe they refine it a little bit more, I think it really does make the game more fun because it feels like you're earning more than just these little XP rewards. Obviously, like every game nowadays, you have a battle pass and, it's cool. They got some cool stuff in it. I like a lot of the cute stuff and the funny, goofy stuff they have in this game. And then they got, some cool stuff too, obviously. Like I said, you got like a lot of variations and stuff. Bruh. The Zootopia people going crazy over this character. But yeah, and then you got like, I'm sure all the women and men are gooning over this, but it's nothing up to Marvel, nothing with Marvel Rivals. But yeah, and then the store, I like it how they got rid of the limited time stuff because they had a lot of that during early access. They got rid of all that. The only thing that might be limited time is these sales. That's fine, whatever. But like, it was so annoying when you were like, oh, I want what was one of those really cool skins, the Oni skin, and you're like, oh my god, when can I get it? It's not in the freaking shop right now, So that's kind of cool. And then you still can get your supporter packs, which is cool because kind of like with Tarkov and a lot of those other extraction games, you could always buy the patron packs, like the supporter packs, whatever you want to call them, to help the company, and then you would also still get rewards. But for some of these games, once early access ends, you usually can't get these anymore. So that's kind of cool for people who want to support it or people who still want these rewards. But yeah, besides that, customization is pretty much the same, besides adding this pedestal thing. So apparently they're probably going to start selling some kind of pedestal skins or whatever, kind of like Naraka Blade Point does for anyone who knows that game. But yeah, pretty much the only other thing left is ranked. It's cool that they have the rewards, kind of like Marvel Rivals, except there's more for each rank, obviously. I can't say too much on ranked. We'll make a separate video later on about that, and we'll go on how good and bad ranked is. Maybe we'll see how high I get. Maybe I can get to at least plat. Maybe we'll get to legend. Who knows? But seems pretty good so far, but like I said, I've literally only played a little bit of bronze. Like, I'm literally bronze street. I've not played the game at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for ranked. Like, I've played the game a lot when it comes to unranked, and I did play ranked in early access, but in this, like, in the full game, not really. So, we'll have to see on that. But, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you guys think about the game. I know a lot of people got some mixed opinions, but I'd love to hear them just to see, you know, what you guys think. And if I'm the only one that thinks it's not really that bad, the only thing that I'm a little worried about is the long-term progression of the game. And then I know people are going to be like, oh, well, the skins and all that stuff. It's like, who cares? It's a free-to-play game, guys. What do you expect? Like, Fortnite's 10 times worse than this. Like, let's be real. Anyways, like and subscribe, comment below what you guys think. Like I said, I'd love to hear all of that. And see you guys in the next video. Peace.